Hi guys, so it's that time again for a little bit of a make. I wasn't going to do a 30-minute make, but I might do it. It just depends on how it pans out. But I just thought I would come on and say a quick hello, and my next show is on the 16th of October. I've had a few other bits and pieces going on in between the time, so yeah, don't worry, I'm still here. Just to let you know, I think I might have a little play with some polymer clay, and we might do something a little steampunk today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It kind of is a 30-minute make because obviously the clay takes 30 minutes to cure. Well, between 15 and 30 minutes. So it is a sort of a 30-minute make. So I'm just going to see what happens, and you know, just stay along for the ride. And I just thought I would probably perhaps talk a bit about myself and introduce myself a little bit more, so then you get to know a little bit more about me while we're making jewellery, okay? So anyway, have fun and we will get started. Okay, so today I thought I would do a tutorial or a show and tell or a make with me 30-minute make with some polymer clay, and I am going to do something a little bit steampunk today, and I'm using a mould, steampunk mould here, heart mould, and it's got like a hammered effect just along here. Then we've got some cogs. I might use the bottom one in another design at some point, but at the moment we're just going to concentrate on this design. And I am using the Primo polymer clay, Sculpey clay, and this colour is called raw sienna. It's raw sienna, and yeah, so this is the colour that we're going to use. I'm also going to be using some of the Cosmic Shimmer mica powders, and I'm sure that if you've worked with polymer clay, or if you're a card crafter or anything like that, you've got some of these mica powders, but they're readily available. So I'm going to be using some mica powders, and I'm also going to be using some of the watch parts. These are some that I have collected, and then these are the watch parts that were in a kit not so long ago. So I'm just going to see if I can incorporate some of those. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just condition the clay, and that is just by heating it with your hands, rolling it. If you've got a pasta machine or anything like that, you can use it for that. But obviously, just if it is a pasta machine, keep it for your crafting, and do not mix the two, because I don't think that would be very pleasant. So we're just conditioning the clay right now, and I've got just a plain old bathroom tile. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop. If I take a bit out, I don't know. I think that might be enough. Is pop my clay straight into the mould, and then with one of the sculpting tools that you get in the polymer clay kit on the Jewellery Maker website, I can pop details below anyway about these, and they're fantastic. So what I'm going to do next is just pop my clay in. Just going to push. I mean, even if you want, you can actually just use your acrylic rolling pin, just to get a nice even pressure. I would sometimes use this as well. You can do if you really want to get in there and give it a good squash down. But for the back, you see, then you can just give it a good roll, and there you have a lovely surface. Just give that polish, and there you've got yourself a lovely surface. So now what I'm going to do is just pop that out. So come along, pull that out, and there we have our, just show you that, our pendant, or the beginnings of our pendant. Now then, you could make it into a bow for your hair or something like that. If you had some scrap clay, you could do it that way. But what I am going to do is get my trusty paintbrush somewhere in here, she says. There it is. And it's just literally just an old paintbrush that I've used, and it hasn't been used. It's just one that's been kicking about. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out the detail in the mould. So let's see what we've got here. Copper. So I'm going to go copper on the hammered side, and you literally do not need a lot to do this. So I'm just going to put my copper in, and then you'll see this brought to life, and you'll go, OMG, look at the magic. So we're just going to go over this part here. I'm just going to pick her up, put it so you can see it and I can see it. So I'm just going to go into here and colour it in, and you can see it just, if you're not into using the metal clay or the metal sheets, this is a perfect way of creating that look without having to use all of the tools, such as your saw and things like that. So I'm just picking up the mica powder off the tile as well. I'm just going to go around the outside. So I'm just put that in there. I'm just going to go around the outside here. Now, I said I would sort of tell you a little bit more about myself. I am married. I have a beautiful son who is currently in sixth form. My husband, he used to be in the forces, but he is now retired. So we have now settled around the Midlands way. I was born in North Yorkshire, so I'm actually a Yorkshire lass. He is Scottish, and my son was born in Norfolk, so we're quite eclectic in our family. So actually what I might do is, am I going to go around there? Oh, I might do, let's see, I'm going to go inside, let's go inside here. Yes, so I've lived in Germany, I've lived in Scotland, I've lived in Canada, I've also lived in Wiltshire, and so just obviously being in the forces, you travel around a heck of a lot, and it's nice to sit and be in your own house instead of a quarter. But I must admit, I do miss the travelling. I used to be a redcoat at Butlins when I was younger, at Skegness, and thoroughly enjoyed that. But you're probably wondering how I got into crafting, and that was actually because of the army. When we were in Germany, there's a shop called the Naffy where you sort of go and get all of your bits and pieces from, your food and shopping and alcohol and whatnot, and it was quite expensive to get cards, birthday cards and things, so I just decided to start making them. And then I ran the thrift shop there, and it just sort of took off from there. So just to move on to, that was the copper. So now I have moved on to, I better put the lid on before I turn that upside down. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? This one is Antique Green, and I'm just going to see if I can just go over some of these cogs with the Antique Green, or this particular cog here. So if we go over that. Good. There we are. Now we do this before we bake it, otherwise it will not take to the polymer clay, so to speak. So we've got bronze, pearlescent, enchanted green, antique blue. Let's go antique blue. A little bit of antique blue. And we'll just put that in the middle. So I'm just going to go over this one with it. Like so. Yeah, so, but the reason I got into jewellery making was because of my sister, really. If you've not seen me on some of the shows before, she wanted to do a school fair, and she wanted to sell shambalas, but she needed a little bit of a hand to make them, so she phoned me up and said, come on, you can come over and stay with us for Christmas. I think my husband was away, actually. I think that's how it kind of all come about. And I was like, okay, we're making shambalas. And I was like, we're making sham what? And she then taught me how to do basic macrame, and then that was it. Then she was like, come on, faster, faster, faster. So I had to make these shambalas for the school fair, which was a lot of fun, I must admit. And then as we were doing it, we were watching Jewellery Maker, and that's when I sort of got hooked on jewellery making, I guess, because that was it. I was watching that and I thought, oh, that looks like good fun. So ordered my first kit, and the rest, they say, is history. So, and I've always done crafting, but paper crafting was my go-to. So, and that was because of the cards and things. So, right, let's have a look and see what we have in here. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm just going to get my tool. And I'm just going to push that into the clay. There, and then we'll get some of these. And then we've actually got some proper cogs on there. Put that one in. Yeah, so if there's anything that you need that you would like to ask, or that you're curious of, then you can always ask me. You can look me up on my Facebook page. That's JM Guest Designer Katie Reed. If you would like to go on over there and give us a like, that'd be fantastic. In fact, go over there, give us a like, and show me what project you're doing at the moment, because that would be amazing. I love seeing what everybody else is doing. It's such good fun. Let's see, maybe one more, and then I can go and bake it. And I'm just going to pop another one in there, like so, and probably do one more, because that's it. It's like once you've got, you can't stick. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to make a veil to go on my to go over here, and I've got, this is I don't think it's copper. It's a 1.5mm copper wire that we do at Jewelry Maker, and literally what I'm going to do is I'm going to use pliers here and just to make a bit of a curve. Push these down. Okay. Am I going to do that? No, I'm not going to do that. See, this is the thing. I'm sort of crafting on the hoop here. Where are we? Where are we? Get my ring mandrel. There we go, that's it. Get my ring mandrel, and I'm just going to make a kind of dome shape, and then we'll cut one, cut the same on the other side, and then just going to have a bit of a tidy up. We're going to bake this, and okay, so we have now got it out of the oven, and this is what we are left with. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got our I do have another piece just cooking now. Now I'm just going to literally make it a long necklace, and with that I am just using this sari ribbon. I think we've still got some on the website, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you pop it in, it may turn up. So we're just going to literally do a lark's head knot, and that is literally just half your thread or your cord or whatever it is you're using. So you've got a loop at the end. Pop your loop through the veil, and then we're just going to pull through the rest of your silk. There you have your pendant. If you wanted to, you could wire wrap some, do some wire wrap beads up top. You could possibly like wire wrap some of the copper sheeting that you can get, and you can probably put that just at intervals up the cord, and then I'm literally just going to at the top here just give that knot. You could again pop some findings on there, because this is just literally just the pendant really that we were showing you, but I just thought I would show you that pendant and how I use my cogs and things like that within polymer clay. You could probably have this even if you wanted to. I've started to do some shibori ribbon. I'll just get some here just to show you. Perhaps that colour, this colour looks like. And if you wanted to, you could pop that on some shibori ribbon. Let's have a look. Maybe not that colour. We'll try this colour. Here we go. That's a bit better. Pop that on, and then you could bead around it and have that as a cuff, a steampunk cuff. You could use some of the cogs and sew them into the shibori ribbon if you wanted to, or you could, if you have the copper sheeting, you could actually pop that onto your copper sheeting, and then you could incorporate that into a pendant, or a cuff or something like that. And I think that's probably about it really for my make today. So I hope you enjoyed that. If there's any makes you would like me to show you, I would be more than happy to do so. I'm just going to show you a few other polymer clay bits. Now these I do want to use in my shibori ribbon. I also have been playing with, now then, I've just seen it. Oh, this one's going to be shibori ribbon as well. So I've done some cabochons there for shibori ribbon, and I love this pendant. I used this, I think, on a hat that I made for my mum, and I think it's on my Instagram or Pinterest. So I thought I would try and make one out of polymer clay. I'm quite pleased with it. So yeah. So I just thought I would show you a few things there, and look out for another tutorial or make with me, or a 30-minute make, whatever you want to call it. Have fun, everyone, and remember, keep crafting!